And here's the main thing I was going to talk about. We are inundated with so many opportunities in this world. And we have to take the few chances that are very, very obviously right in front of us, because most of those opportunities are going to be like way down the road. Most of those chances that we're going to take are going to be like bigger and bigger and bigger as we go on with life. But for right now, you have to notice the subtle chances that you're given on a daily basis. And this one chance that I'm speaking of right now is to cut. All right? Is to, when you pass the ball to the wing, or when you're in the post, or when you're on the wing and someone's denying you, cut to the basket. As simple as that may sound, it's the chance that you need to take. So take that chance, all right? And you want to make full cuts, all right? I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right now, all right? About making full cuts, because right here, this is the game, all right? We have 5 people, and we have people guarding them. Okay, the 3-man can guard the 3, the 4-man can guard the 4. Okay, and if I'm right here, and I make a cut back door, I want to make that cut quickly. All right, and when I make that cut quickly, I don't want to just stop early. I want to go all the way to the basket, whether I get the ball or not, whether he passes that pass or not, because maybe I won't be open. All right, and sometimes we're just out here. All right, or we pass the ball right here, and then this guy would just stand still. Make the cut. Make the cut as fast as you possibly can. And I'll tell you, all right, it's not just to get the ball. It's not just to score. You're making this cut to occupy the defense, so that if you're just standing here and this guy's here, all of a sudden he tries to drive. Now this guy can be one of the people to help out, and he can fumble the ball because you didn't want to cut. All right, so you occupy the defense by cutting. All right, occupy the defense. Make them feel like you might score. All right, make them be like, oh, really, really worried about you over here, so that this guy can now just score right there. All right, so occupy the defense. All right, it's kind of like football routes. All right, if you've ever played football, when you're the wide receiver, you want to run a route and then turn at the right time and go as hard as you can, even if the play isn't even for you, because the play might break down. You might get the ball. You are also occupying the defense so that they can't get the ball handler, as the guys like carrying the football, the halfback. All right, you're also making your defender tired. Heck, all right, you're also trying to stay in the game to show everyone that you can do X, Y, and Z. Okay, so to do this though, you have to also trust your teammates, because sometimes when I'm in an open gym or like at rec centers, I don't make this cut because I'm like, this dude is gonna shoot the ball. He's gonna shoot it, and I'm just like, whatever. If I cut, I'm just gonna make myself tired, right? You gotta trust your teammates. You gotta trust yourself as well, all right? Because a lot of the times, and this for me was in college, I would be afraid to make a cut. I would be afraid to make this cut, because if I make this cut and he passes to me, and I maybe fumble the ball and I lose it to this guy who's helping out, then I'm out the game. Then I can't play anymore. He takes me out the game. Now I'm sitting over here. But if I just stayed up there, if I stayed right there, and I didn't move, now he shoots it, whatever happens, I'm still in the game. That's how I saw it. I didn't want to make the cut because I didn't want to take that chance. And I got to tell you, that's like my biggest regret ever, is to not make those cuts, to not make those plays, to not take those chances. So I'm going to need you guys to make these cuts. And you're going to have to trust your teammates, because if you cut too fast, they may not be good enough to make that pass to you. But after a while, they're going to figure it out. All right? And if they cut for you, you may not be good enough to pass it, or they may not be good enough to even catch it, but you still want to make the cut. So again, trust your teammates, and you also want to create for your teammates. So when I cut, and and this defender is occupied, I've just made more room for my offensive player, for my fellow teammate to go to the basket. So I've created for them by creating a lane just by making a quick cut. All right, so be unlike me. Unlike me in college, and take that chance. All right, and you shouldn't fear your mistakes. You shouldn't have a fear of mistakes. All right, you definitely shouldn't have a fear of mistakes. All right, you should take that chance without the fear of mistakes. And I think that the bigger fear, as crazy as it sounds, is the fear of your own greatness. All right, because if you do take that chance, bad things may happen, sure, but bad things happen to us all. We all understand that. But if you take the chance, good things might happen. Great things might happen. And then what? They're going to expect you to do it all the time. And I think that that's what we seriously are afraid of. Not so much the fear of failure, but the fear of greatness. So get over that fear. Go out there and take a chance. And yeah. If you take the chance and screw up too many times, I might still take you out the game. I might still be like, yo, you shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. You still take the chance. And I'm not saying to shoot hook shot threes or do something stupid. I'm just saying, whether they pass you or not, sprint on your cuts and make full cuts and be foolhardy in that regard where you're thinking, I've got to get the ball. All right? Because don't you hate guarding people who are like that? Then be a person who you would hate to guard, basically, okay? All right, so in life and in basketball, whether we're making cuts or other things, take that chance. All right, that's all that I had to say. All right, but make sure that we do it, okay, guys?